Sup boys and girls, me again, Opus XPM here, and bringing you a video showing you what I use to sharpen my Queen Cutlery D2 Sudbuster. Okay, now, this is what I got. These are the DMTs, DuoSharp 8-inch plates. They have a 10-inch also, but I just wanted something for my pocket knife, so what I got. For my kitchen knives, I don't have very expensive kitchen knives, so I just use a sharpening steel from Victorinox, and it works perfect. In a Lansky ceramic steel, so I sharpen with a Lansky and then realign with the Victorinox one, and they work very good on the kitchen. So this is for my folding knives, and I have several sharpeners. Have you seen? I got the Smith's Tri-Hone, I got some other Smith's one, I have the Sparkle, the Lansky Croc Sticks, and even some more your sharpening steels, diamond sharpening steels. And I couldn't get the freaking knife to be sharp, so I was like, well, I need to get this freaking knife sharp, because you know, all my knives are sharp except that one. It's not as sharp as I want it to be. And I knew D2 was hard to sharpen, but I didn't know how hard it was. It gave me a hard time. Also because the bevels were uneven, so I had to re-bevel the knife. Because I have some CDP 189 high carbon, and man, I use that with that one. I had to use the more diamond oval rods to basically get it sharp. It was taking me a long time on the sharp maker to actually get the primary bevel where I wanted it, so I used those little steel rods, and it helped a lot, and you get a very toothy edge on the CDP 189 that I like. But this D2 still was kicking my ass, so I decided to search for better sharpening, and I saw a lot of wonderful things out there, but they're freaking expensive. I mean, they're freaking expensive. You know, like, no. Well, I mean, Waterstones are good, but I'm not the one that's going to be lapping Waterstones and stuff like that, because I just don't want to do it. So I was looking at some videos from Mr. Blaine, Easy Cooking channel. Good man, good tips on sharpening from his channel, and what he used. And also Mr. Dean O. Sorry, I have a cold. Also, as I'm using this thing, so like, you know what, if it's working for them, it might work for my D2 steel. So I went and got the plates. This one comes with a little non-slip pad, but you know, this is the extra fine and the fine. But I got the base, the one that comes with the base, with the coarse and the fine. So I got coarse, fine, and then fine, extra fine. And I was like, hopefully it'll get the job done. If not, I'm gonna have to go get the extra coarse. But it did. It worked. It took me like an hour and a half, but it did. You know, it gave me a nice, like a 30-degree, 32-degree angle with my knife, and then I went and got like a 40 at the end, secondary bevel on it. But the primary one was hard to cut, and I went with the coarse steel, the coarse sharpening side, and it worked well. I mean, worked pretty well. It just started one side, and then get 10 times, and then 10 times, 10 times, until I got it where I wanted, until I got that burr that I was looking for, and that shiny scratch pattern that I was looking for. And then I jumped to the fine, and then I jumped to the extra fine, and of course at the end I had to strop it. I strop all my knives, depending on the steel. I got my Stropping 4-stroke. That's basically, you have your compounds, you have your black white, green, and red compounds. So I basically go through all four faces. Sometimes I just go to the green and red depending which knife I'm polishing. And that's basically, I mean, you can sharpen with the straw, but it's mostly for polishing. That's what I use it for, polishing mostly. Um, but the stones did a very good job, and for me they work better with water. You can use them dry, but the water helps lubricate the stone, and plus it keeps it clean. It keeps the particles from the steel suspended. So when you're done, just run it, run hot water in the sink and run the stone through it, and just get a little bit of soap and rinse it off, and you're good to go. They clean off faster also if you use water or simple green. Do a simple green spray thing. Put some little bit of simple green. You can use water or simple green. I use one time one of my knives water, and my other knife I use simple green, and it works very well. So I was using that on the simple green on the stones, and it kept it clean. It kept it clean and shiny. It kept my blade clean and shiny, and I was like cutting my bevels with it. You gotta be careful though, because you gotta be careful. Even the coarse one that's not supposed to. I didn't know it was gonna be that aggressive. It does cut very well. It does take a longer time, but if you don't watch it, you can overcut your knives. Don't ask me why. Yeah, I had one little accident with one of my chippy knives, so that's okay. But it does cut very well on the steel. So basically, I got this stone because all the newer knives are coming out. They're coming out with very hard steels. A lot of carbon in them, a lot of tungsten, a lot of cobalt, some other stuff in it. So basically, they're making it very, very, very M4, very wear resistant steel. So if you have your ceramics and some of your alternative stones, basically they're not really natural stones. It's gonna basically take you the longest time to sharpen a knife. So these are for my newer harder steels cutting. So basically this was the only way I'm gonna be able to sharpen them, because with the sharp maker and all the other stuff, I was just not. It was getting hard. So the sharp maker is good for VG10 and some other softer steels, but when it comes to high premium high performance steels, man, it's just gonna kick your ass. So just better off buying some kind of diamond stones, and these ones work very, very well. They're not cheap. They're pretty pricey. They're like $60-$70 each stone. So you gotta be you're gonna make sure that you really are gonna need them, because if not, why are you spending the money, right? Well, I like the stone so much, and I went and got this. Yes, I know. I do those impulse buys, and it sucks, because then I regret it. But this time, I don't think I'm gonna regret it. This is the paddle. This is the other big stones are the DuoSharp. This one is the Diafold, I think they're called. It's the same thing. This is a 4-inch pad, and this is the blue coarse, the red fine, and then you have your green. There's your extra fine, and then you got your tan. That's the extra fine. So it's coarse, fine, extra fine, and extra fine. And I also ordered the coarse and extra coarse. So I'm gonna have another one that's gonna be blue and black. So this one is gonna be a black, blue, and then blue, red, and then green tan. So these are for fuel sharpening. I'm gonna take it with me on my backpack for sharpening my knives. So I got a little DC4 from Falkhaven, and I really like that stone. It's excellent. But this is for more sophisticated sharpening, a little bit more cutting. The other one is just for touch-ups. So this one can be used for touch-ups also, but this one you can actually re-bevel a knife on the field. So that's why I like these paddle things. And these ones are like they range from $22 to $30 each. So they're not that bad, you know. And they're supposed to last you a long time. And the large ones, of course, they're for home. I'm still looking at the extra coarse one. I don't know if I'm gonna get it or not because the coarse works very well, but it might cut my sharpening time in half if I need to re-bevel one knife. So that's the video. That's what I use. I use those pads, right, to sharpen my D2 steel Sunbuster with some little simple green on it, and it worked very well as a lubricant, and also it's very easy cleanup afterwards because I do clean the stones every time I use them. Now, other than that, I'm gonna show you this little knife. Yes, Sunbuster. You're like, hey, you already showed us that Sunbuster one on this one. I didn't show you this one. This is the Chrome Vanadium Sunbuster Junior and the yellow handle. I already had a yellow one, but it was the stainless steel, the polished stainless steel. So I have the polished stainless steel and the Chrome Vanadium, and I got the family, right? The two blacks, blue, stainless steel 03, and then the big daddies, the big ones, the large ones, the blue, the black, and the yellow. The blue and the black are stainless, and the yellow one's Chrome Vanadium. So I only got two Chrome Vanadium in yellow, the large and the small. Yeah, as you can see, I like the Sunbusters a lot. They're very inexpensive and they're very good knives, and it's, I think, my favorite pattern for slip joints. Is the Sunbusters my favorite pattern, and my second favorite pattern is gonna be the Trapper. So it's the Sunbusters first, Trapper second. Even though the Trappers there's more out there, but I like the Sunbusters a lot. And in October, if you're a Sunbuster collector, you like Sunbusters a lot. In October, they're coming out with an orange one. It's gonna be an orange scale Sunbuster. So October 2014, we're gonna get an orange handle with stainless steel blade on it. I'm waiting for that one to come out. Well, that's the video. That's what I wanted to show you. The DMT DuoSharp stones and the bifolds or dual folds, bifolds from DMT also. These are excellent products. They're not cheap, but they're not, very high priced, those glass stones type of deals. They're free hand sharpeners, so you more or less need to know what the hell you're doing. If not, you're never gonna get a sharp edge. I am practicing. I'm not a sharpening master, I just do the best I can. I'm trying to learn, and been learning with other sharpeners, but it was time for me to jump into something a little bit more sophisticated, better, faster, due to some steel that I'm using. So I went with those things, and they were pretty good, and I'm glad I searched before I bought. I did some research, and everything pointed to this brand and this stone, and so far I'm pretty satisfied with them. And hopefully they do last me a lifetime, because I don't want to pay again for the freaking stone. So, well, and that's it for me. Thanks for watching. It's been raining for a long time, and thanks for sticking around to watch the end of the video. Just going off on freaking sharpening and stones and shit, and probably some people are not even interested in that. But thanks for watching. I'll see you soon again with another video.